platforms in the world. Founded in 2013, OKCoin offers advanced features for crypto beginners and high-volume traders alike, enabling users in 184 countries worldwide. The Big O Radio Show is mastered by executive producer Sean Stanley from the OKCoin Studios. When it comes to South Florida sports teams, very few in the media have witnessed, lived, and covered it like the Big O. Let's start the program dedicated to your favorite South Florida teams with a passion that's unmatched. The Big O Radio Show is on. Here's the Big O.
Hey, welcome aboard. It's time to rock and roll and have some fun here on the program. I think we're live. I think we're going live. I'm not exactly sure, but I think we're going live. We're trying to go live. Are we live? Are we live? Are we live all the way live at Tommy Rockers? Does it look like it? Yes, it looks like it. Yes. Technicalities have been overcome. That's it. We're back. Okay, we're back. We're back. This today was kind of like a test show anyway, although we will have the Slomans inside the paint show tomorrow at noon. Okay, so we will be on tomorrow at noon, and then we'll be back here for the evening. It's not evening here; it's daytime here, but we'll be back here at 8:00 at night to cover the NFL draft. So appreciate all of you out there as always. Tuning in and keeping it locked here on the program. Hope you all are well out there. I'm still trying to pull up the damn show on my side of the computer. But good day today after watching the Heat last night eliminate the Hawks and move on. Now they will await the Philly-Toronto winner, and let's hope that thing goes to 7 games with a whole bunch of overtimes. That would be really, really nice. And by the way, we are at Tommy Rockers here in Las Vegas, 4275 Dean Martin Drive. And this will be our home away from home for the next 4 days, as we will obviously carry the 3 days of the draft out here. We got a slew of seats. We got all kinds of great stuff. We got a kitchen, got a beautiful bar, got some gaming machines too at the same time. So if you want to gamble a little bit here, you can do that here at Tommy Rockers also. And we're just off of the strip. And I was just on the strip just a couple of minutes ago. And you can already start seeing how they're setting up all the road closures. And one of the things that's good about being where we're at right now is that we are right on the other side of the strip and on the other side of the highway. So we're kind of away from the chaos. You know what I mean? And really, you just need to walk on the strip. You're not going to be able to drive. You know what I mean? And so that will also allow you. So if you're going to experience the NFL draft, but you want to take some time to come on out here and join us at Tommy Rockers, if you're a Miami Dolphins fan, headed out here to Las Vegas, man, come on out and join us here at Tommy Rockers. They got great food. They got all the drinks you can enjoy. And, of course, you got a great atmosphere. And we will have one hell of a production for you over the next couple of days, covering everything in the NFL draft. And, obviously, with a Dolphins angle. And I know that the Dolphins don't have a ton of picks, but there's still a way of covering this draft where it'll be a Dolphin-related type draft, and we'll be able to do that and have a lot of fun and cover all the big stories that are going to be developing. And then along the way, obviously, always using a Dolphin angle, which is what, we're all about here on the show. So looking forward to it, and come on out here and join us here at Tommy Rockers. Congratulations to the Heat last night. They did what they were supposed to do, beat a team that is a lesser team than they are. Okay, that's the bottom line. That's what they are. The Hawks aren't better, and you have to go out there and show it. And I know they had the one loss, and I was a little disappointed that they actually even gave them that win because, listen, if the Hawks were completely healthy from the beginning of the series, then I can give them the one game because they've got some pretty good players. And if, Capella and Collins are healthy from the get-go, maybe that series is a little bit more interesting. I'll tell you what, the Hunter kid, he's the real deal, bro. That kid, it's like watching Desmond Bain with Memphis, and it's just wow, these young cats that have come in and they're able to handle this situation. Impressive, dude. Impressive. And so last night, Heat take care of business, 97-94. I didn't want to lay the points on that one because I was a little nervous that that they would easily handle them. I thought that the Hawks should, and then as the day went on, we found out about Butler being out also, besides Lowry, and Bogdanovich missed the game. By the way, he was pretty happy on the sidelines there, right? It was like a smiley face guy there, Bogdanovich. Yeah, it was like, it's like, wow, okay, I guess, dude, you're happy the season's done, right? I guess that's kind of what it is. Is that what it was all about for Bogdanovich? Because man, it was. I saw that on the sidelines, but yeah, the Hawks put up a little bit of a fight. Trae Young. This is one of those series. Here's the question I have for all of you out there. Is this a series that exposed Trae Young? Is this a series that other teams are going to look at and say, okay, this is how you have to defend him? Or the flip side of that is, how many teams have the willing defenders to do what the Miami Heat did? See what I'm saying? That's where it kind of gets a little hairy. You know what I'm saying? It's nice to say, okay, here's the blueprint. Fine. Do you have the talent to execute it? Right? Because if I told you, well, it's Duncan and Tyler and you're saving and they're going to do all the things that Bam and Tucker and either Caleb or Gabe or somebody does, or Butler. No, it's not the same, right? It's not the same kind of players, not the same defensive disposition from those kind of players. You know what I'm saying. So that's where it's really interesting, where you look at it and you say, okay, well, this might be one of those games that really exposed, Trae Young, and maybe it did. And confidence wise, this is not a kid that lacks any confidence. So you've got to figure that this is doing a number on him, like he is absolutely pissed off and frustrated that, okay, these guys did everything to shut me down and shut me down. And you wonder how that's going to play in his mind now when you see that. The question is, how many teams can go out there and do what the Miami Heat did? Because you've never seen it. So far, a few years into this young man's career, you've never seen anyone cover Trae Young the way the Miami Heat did over this series. They made him look foolish. I forgot who it was on social media that I saw the post. I don't know if you saw this post, that Duncan Robinson had more threes made in one game than Trae Young had the entire series. It was a great post. I'd love to give the person credit because there were a couple of other stats in that post that was actually really, really good. You know what I'm saying? So it's just it's crazy. It really is. But you just wonder how Trae Young handles this, because he's got to sit on this the entire offseason. And you know what this does now to him, right? It's not fair to him because he is what he is. He's a hell of a player. We know he can't play defense, and he's small and skinny, and he's not a durable player and all that. But the dude can shoot. The dude is deadly. You know what I'm saying? He's fearless. I've got a lot of respect for his game. He proved me wrong. I didn't even think he would be this good coming out of Oklahoma. I thought he was just going to be a chucker, and he is kind of that, but he does a good job of getting others involved. Look at his assist numbers. He's a good player, man. But here's the thing. Now you've got to sit on this all off season, and you're going to have your share of in that fan base that is going to say, yeah, he's not the guy. And in a way, if you look at it, that is the accurate part. Trae Young is not a number one player on your team. He should not be a number one player. He should be the number two player on your team. If he's your number one player, that becomes, and that might be a challenge for the Atlanta Hawks. I love Collins. That kid can play. Hunter, you saw. We just talked about it about Hunter. Yeah, they got Fiji here too. Wow. Anyway, so it's one of those deals where you just look at the game, the series for him, and now he's got to sit on that the entire offseason. That's going to be frustrating for him, man. That's going to be just absolutely mind-boggling, frustrating, and he's got to also look in the mirror too. Trey's going to have to look in the mirror and say, okay, what do I have to do to make sure this doesn't happen again to me? Because there aren't a lot of teams that can do what the Heat did. You've got to have enough players and the right players in order to do it. But if you do have a couple of those other teams and they have the coach that's smart enough and that he's not Steve Nash standing on the sidelines, with his thumb in his ear going, what the hell am I doing? That kind of stuff. If you have a coach that knows what he's doing and he's got the players, they're going to steal that blueprint from Miami and they're going to do a number on Trey. So how does Trey answer this is the question. And the rumblings in Atlanta, how will it be over the next, whatever it is, couple of months? Gus 1388 is in. Thank you, sir. Peaster 83, Christian Cortez. Deep will look good. Sagaro is in. He says, what's up, homie? Glad to see you on. Mark Gay says, let's go Heat. Welcome to the West Coast, Big O and Sean. Thank you, sir. Giovanni says, Young was swallowed by pass-off defending, and wow, Gabe Vincent. Major kudos. Major kudos to the Heat, man. Finding that kid, developing him. What a steal. Big O, welcome to Vegas. Thank you, Miles. Josh is in the house. Ian from Brooklyn in. Like it. Ian says, easy on the buffets there, Sean. Okay? So they're looking out for you.
Life is not easy.
No, it's not.
So why should I make it easy on the buffets?
Yeah, last 24 hours, we've kind of felt how life is not easy. Paulie King says, it seems like we create the blueprint for a lot of stars. The wait for Giannis and now how to make Young look average. Yep. They made him look average. He definitely didn't have the edge. All right? Trae Young did not have the edge. You can have the edge if you go to myedgedrink.com and use our code Big O and get 10% off. If you live here in Vegas, if you live in New York, if you live in South Florida, if you live in Atlanta, and, you figure Trae Young, you know what? Buy some edge for Trae Young. He needs that. After that performance during that series, whoo, doggy, he's going to have to figure out a lot of things. That was fun. Greater Good is in the house. What it is, where that buffet? Well, I don't know. Sean, what's the first buffet you're hitting now that you're in Vegas? Have you scouted the scene in Vegas?
I have not had a chance to scout anything right now. And
That's
I
true.
probably won't for
not.
the next couple days. So
Yeah, Sean and I were
Sunday,
talking about that. It's just like, it's Brian Carroll, who lives out here in Vegas. He's coming over, and he goes, "Oh, let's go hang out." And I'm thinking, like, Brian, I just got here. I had a really long ass flight. Everything has been delayed. Everything, dude. Everything we did. And then we, obviously went to sleep late last night, woke up early in the morning to come here, and unfortunately did not get on. And we had to wait a little while to get, obviously, the issues fixed. And obviously they did a great job fixing all that and tweaking it. That's why, now you know why I like the
I agreed 100%. We had to do a show before. You had to do a show before.
You have to.
Before the
actual
draft. Yeah, you had to.
Everywhere I go, I love to be a day earlier and do a show earlier because of those kind of things. And you got to be able to do all this because we got to make sure that we have everything tweaked today, and then tomorrow we're ready to go for the draft, because we can't have any kind of slip ups. And these guys knocked this crap out quickly here, and we're on the air and rocking, man. So we thank all the boys out here, man. Really appreciate them taking care of us.
Yeah, Mike and Kyle.
Kyle and Tommy and all the excellent people out here at Tommy Rockers taking care of us. Mitch Dolphin says, seems like the announcers were all in for Atlanta to win last night. 1:15 left, Miami up by 4. Hunter drills a 3, and the play-by-play guy bellows out a Ric Flair, woo! Yep. What are you going to do, bro? What are you going to do? Francisco says, seems like the Heat versus Celtics Eastern Conference is coming. I agree. It should be that. They're the two best teams in the conference. How was the flight? Flight was long, yeah. Long. The guy next to me spilled his Coke on me.
Yeah.
Made it longer. All that. So, yeah, it was, but he was a nice guy, by the way. I will say. It wasn't like I became a jerk with him the rest of the flight or anything. It was a mistake, human beings, but it's no fun to have Coke all over your leg. Oh, God.
Poor guy sat in front of me. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. So, but it was solid flight. What else? What can I tell you?
Can I answer?
What do you got?
KBH finance guy.
What was the finance guy got?
He says the first one I'd hit up is In-N-Out. We did.
We landed and we went right to In-N-Out.
We did.
Yeah. I didn't waste any time, dude.
I got the double.
He got the double. I got a single, and we hit In-N-Out already. So yeah, buffets are.
We're picking off the low hanging fruit while we.
Yeah, of course, dude. You get off and. It's going to Flamingo. Well, Sean, what did I tell you was at Flamingo?
There you go.
In-N-Out, and there we go. So right off of the highway in Flamingo, you go to In-N-Out Burger. Looking good. Oh, well, thank you, Alex T.
It's the pink and purple lighting.
It's really all about the Edge shirt. Really, that's what it is. It's really the Edge shirt that I have on.
I think with the Edge, it's the pink and the purple lighting you got going.
Yeah,
on.
that's true.
That's
true. Yeah, because we're on a stage where normally have bands. So they don't put white lights for bands. So they've got the colorful lights. So you'll see a colorful this next few days. Trae Young's assessment of himself after Game 5 was refreshing, though. I'll give him that. I like the kid, man. I don't. It's hard to dislike Trae Young. He's not a jerk. You know what I mean? And he's a worker, bro. He is what he is. You know what I mean? Just for him to make it at that size to this league, you got to give him a lot of love for that. But Miami was just awesome throughout this series. Let's see. Mitch says Miami, Atlanta also seems like the officials called about 800% of the fouls in the last 5 minutes of the game last night. God, that 5 minutes dragged out like 20. Depends what type of Coke.
The good stuff.
Your mind, Ronald, is just bad. It's just bad. Yeah. No, I didn't say Tony Montana sat between us. Okay. It's a good young man that was sitting between us. Looked like a good dude. Just unfortunately, he slipped up.
Yeah. How good would that flight been if Tony Montana was in?
Oh God, yeah.
Huh?
That would have been good. I don't have to wear the mask. That's good. Yeah, no mask. Tony Montana. Much love from the Bahamas, says Matthew. Thank you, sir. Daniel Laura is in the house. Indade says there's only so much a Trae Young can do against a defensive team. Defense wins championships. Maybe ESPN will learn that. I got to say something about ESPN. And look, I worked on the channel for this gentleman, Chris Mad Dog Russo, and obviously a legend in our business, and what Mike and the Mad Dog did for sports talk radio and the influence and all that, we know. And Mike's a good dude and all that, but I saw the back and forth with him and Stephen A. and Screaming A, and dude, he was ripping on Butler for not playing last night. Like he says, like Magic and Bird would have played, Bird this, Bird that, and I it happens to all of us in every walk of life, in any career, just in general, you get too old at one point. And your point of view starts to get a little bit outdated. Okay? And Jimmy Butler's got a lot of mileage on him. See, and what I would have done if I was screaming in, I go, oh, so Bird would have played. Is that why he had to lie on the ground with no back? And he had to miss a lot of games with his back issue, because he might have played when he wasn't supposed to play? That's kind of what they're trying to avoid in today's game, is not overplay a guy that's injured or banged up, because it may lead to a more serious injury. You know, sometimes we get a little bit too caught up in the past, and I do it too, by the way, okay? I have my moments where I'm the old man on the lawn also, but I would say that Mad Dog had a old man on the lawn moment there. First of all, that he didn't need Butler in order to beat the Hawks. If you know enough about basketball, I'm not sure if Chris Russo really covers the Heat and follows them and follows the Hawks and really knows the team. You know, maybe he has a biased New York approach and he doesn't really look at the Miami Heat. But the Miami Heat, I guess he didn't realize, but they won games without Butler throughout the year. They won games without Lowry throughout the year. They won games without Bam throughout the year. In fact, they might have been one of the best teams to overcome injuries and continue winning. Would you agree with that? I mean, they were pretty damn good. Injuries never brought them down, no matter who it was. And do you know why? And maybe, my man Mad Dog doesn't know. The Heat are one of the deepest teams in the NBA. Way deeper than Atlanta. I guess he doesn't know that when Jimmy Butler doesn't play, he probably doesn't know much about Caleb Martin. And listen, and it's not Mad Dog, and this goes through for a lot of other people. And I tell you this all the time. Nobody nationally is really going to know more than we do about our teams. They might have an insight on a trade or something happen, but the overall complexion of the team, their habits, their strengths, their weaknesses, we're going to know better than anybody else because we watch it every moment of every day. So if you're doing that, then you know your team better than they do. So I thought it was one of those moments where you lack the proper perspective of what's actually going on in today's world. And you hark back to the times when, well, we may have overplayed some guys. Maybe that's why Bird's career ended the way it ended. He might have had a longer career if Greg Popovich was his coach. But nobody mentions that. You know what I mean? So you get on your high horse. Oh, and how do you rip Butler? That's the other thing. When I saw that from Mad Dog, I said, there's a guy that doesn't watch this team. There's a guy that doesn't watch Butler every single day be the most selfless star we have ever had on the team, except for Bosch and Dwayne Wade, maybe. Those are the other arguments I can make of guys that have always been selfless. Because Wade was ultimate and Bosch ultimate. And Jimmy Butler has shown me the same thing since he got here. Dude, I thought he was going to take over. I thought he came here to be the number one guy, but the number one guy, like literally the number one guy. Like he's the number one guy emotionally, leadership-wise, all that stuff. Offensively, not all the time, right? Other players have better offensive games than him all the time, and he's good with that. So how do you have the balls to even rip Jimmy Butler? You know what I mean? And so when I'm seeing that from Mad Dog, I'm like, here's a guy that lacks the total perspective and really does not watch the Miami Heat and has not watched what Jimmy Butler has done this year in every game. because it's almost impossible not to appreciate the hell out of Jimmy Butler. Welton Rayom text line 855-912-1056. That's 855-912-1056. If you want to get in on the Welt and Rayom text line, you can also reach out to us on Twitter. That's at Big O Show. Follow us there as always. Leon Fresco dropping a little super chat. He says it really is sick that every other Heat player other than Bam can be replaced by another very good player. Dedmon, however, is a minus player. He's not a minus player. He's a good player, man. As a backup center, he does a solid job. I like Dedmon. Big O, if I were you, I wouldn't take on Stephen A in basketball. You'd lose. Are we talking about, like, discussions? Doubt it. Very much. Very much. He's just loud, bro. That's, I'm Cuban. I can be loud too, bro. It's not a big deal. Trust me. I've got the armor to absolutely disarm him. And most people, by the way, not just a Stephen A thing. No one can remember the last time Stephen A was right about anything synonymously. Stephen A is a mush. Whoever he picks loses. Yeah, he says a lot of stuff that does rarely happens. Let's see. Christian Cortez says, yep, Skip Bayless would gladly pick Ben Simmons over Jason Tatum and Mitchell. Perfect Q says, Big O, I have a question. Would you draft Matareza? Although he's listed as a punter, he has practice as a field goal kicker and a kicker specialist. Perfect Q, do you watch the show every day? I've already talked about this many, many times. Many times. So you can go back and check out all the different conversations that dude right there that masters this program every day. How many of those segments have you posted already? Yeah, 3 or 4 of them. So they're all there, man. Big O, is Edge a good pre-workout as well? Nice polo. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Yeah, hell yeah. It's a great pick-me-up for anything you need, and a great energy drink to get that body going. Hell yeah, dude. For sure. Edge is good at any time, before workout, after workout, hanging out as an elixir. It's just, John nailed it. I've never tasted an energy drink that tastes absolutely fantastic. And 78 calories, too. So, yeah. Taste it, man. Try it. Trust me on that. You'll like it. You'll freak out. Wow, it is, like, delicious. It is smooth. It actually has no aftertaste. He wasn't lying. No, I'm not lying. No aftertaste.
Zero aftertaste.
Zero aftertaste. Exactly. That's what it is. Yeah, you gotta call it like you see it. Zero aftertaste. You're gonna freak out. Justin Floyd says, Big O, between middle linebacker and center, which one do you see as a bigger need at 102? Justin, I can't tell you until I know what players are available, and then I'll tell you maybe the middle linebacker is better than the defensive tackle, than, whatever, an offensive lineman, a center. I have no idea. It might be a running back, dude. It might be a nice size running back that's available and a good athlete. I might like him in the 3rd round. That's when we're talking about 3rd and 4th rounds. And by the way, isn't it a pretty deep 3rd round pick too? On top of all of that, isn't like 102 is, you do the math, that's the back end of the 3rd round. It was 32, and 32, right? For teams. That's 96. Right, because it's like compensatory. That's the territory you're in. So you're so deep at that point. it's just so hard to predict what's going to be there. That's why this is beautiful. Others can talk crap about it, but we will actually be live in the mix of it. And then I will, as we're approaching those picks, then we will have a group of players that we're going to look at. And it might be a center, it might be a running back, it might be a defensive tackle, it might be whatever. Middle linebacker, a corner, that might be a great returner. I don't know. But we have to wait to find out what's available so you can actually pick the best player available at that point. Let's see. Rosendo says, good afternoon, Big O Nation. May your troubles be less and your blessings be more, and nothing but happiness comes through your door. Safe travels, Big O and Mr. Stanley. Thank you, sir. Big O, did you make it to Vegas? Just got to lunch break. LOL. I'm catching up. If you're having an amazing time, go to a Knights game there. Hey, by the way, that's a great idea. Do the Knights play tonight? Because that actually would be cool, dude. I didn't think about that. Getting some Knights tickets. Let's see. Let me see if the Knights play tonight. No, they're on the road. Thursday. Well, forget about the rest. Let me see. Saturday. Saturday, I'm at Kansas. By the way, if you're coming out to Vegas and you're going to visit us on Saturday, if you're here watching it with us on Saturday, I'm going to pick a listener that wants to go with me to Kansas. The Rock Band. Sean's not going to go. But if you want to go to Kansas with me on Saturday, I'm going to pick one of our beloved listeners. They're going to be with us here on draft day. And you get to meet the band also. Take a picture with the band before the concert. So we'll have some fun because that draft will end around 4 o'clock in the afternoon on Saturday. So we'll have plenty of time to get ready for the Kansas concert that night. We'll do a meet and greet with the band, and then we'll see the concert. I got a pair of tickets. I could go by myself, but I have an extra ticket. So one of the listeners on Saturday that's out here with us in Vegas will be able to go to Kansas with me and meet the band. How about that for a grand prize? There you go. Let's see. Wishing your show started around this time, 2 p.m. Unfortunately, the 10 a.m. time is hard for me to listen to the Big O every day. Hey, man, but on demand. That's the beautiful thing. You want to move the show to later? Is that what you want to do? Sleep in a little more? Or does it make it harder for you? His face. He's not he doesn't really Sean's not a talker, not really going to show you a ton of emotion much. You know what I mean? But when he just said harder, it was like his face kind of changed just a little bit more than just normal. You know what I mean? Because Sean would be a good poker player. I think you have potential to be a good poker player.
You know this, and I'm not saying towards you, but it doesn't just because we turn the cameras off at 1:30, 2:30, or whatever time it is, we don't get
the show's not over.
The show's not over.
Right.
Then I go on for another 3, maybe 4 hours, depending on the videos, posting that and editing and everything else. And then if we got to get stuff produced,
oh yeah,
you're adding onto that as well. So
I know
it's if you go later in the day, I just have to maneuver everything to early morning. But then also I have the daddy duties.
Exactly. So we're hopefully getting to the next point where we will add a second producer to the show, somebody that will assist Sean in doing a lot of stuff out there. So we're slowly but surely, and everything can't be done overnight, but we've grown a lot in 10 months, man. That's for damn sure. It's been an amazing 10 months already here on the program. So we thank all of you out there for your support. You can reach out to us on the Welton Rayon text line. You see the board right there, 855-912-1056, personal injury, criminal defense, bankruptcy, condo association claims, insurance litigation, property damage. Wait till I tell you my experience here over the next couple of months. Let's see, what else do we have here? So call our friends at Welton Rayom, 954-966-4646. Freddie Fernandez says, Big O, love your show, man. Keep it up. Watching from a job site in Mississippi. Dale. Love it. Is Edge the perfect drink before bedtime, though? Yeah, that's probably not what you... Well, what are you going to do in bed? You got to have an Edge in bed. You know what I'm saying? If there's two to tango and you can't mambo a little bit during that tango, you know what I'm saying? You lost the edge. But if you have the edge, then you're ready to take her over the edge. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't have the edge, you won't even get her to the edge. So in order to get her over the edge, you need a little edge. So again, I ask you, what are you doing in bed? That's the question. Yes, we're going to say?
No, until Miles Deep 305, he's saying, oh, when can we go to Tommy Rockers, bro?
Now?
We're here.
We're here, bro.
We're waiting for you, Miles Deep.
Tomorrow will be...
Question is, when can you get to Tommy Rockers?
Right. Tomorrow we'll be here at 8 p.m., which is 5 p.m. here. Friday we'll be here at 7 p.m., which is 4 p.m. here. And then Saturday we'll be on at noon, which is really 9 a.m. here. So they're open 24 hours a day. It's not like we opened Tommy Rockers. No, they were open for us because they're open for everybody 24 hours a day. So come on out, Miles, man. We would love to see you. A second producer, you mean unlike QAM? Yeah, no, at QAM, 1210, on site, whatever. No, yeah, second producers, yeah, no. Oh, yeah, we will, yes. We will do things the right way here. We're not going to be cheap. Let's see, what else do we have? That's right. Brett Dodger goes, take her to the edge of the Big O. That's it. Take her to the edge and give her the oh. That's what it's all about, baby. Okay. Let's see. What else do we have? Silberman says, no talking about inappropriate subjects. My kids are waiting. Earmuffs, bro. Come on. Didn't you watch Old School? Earmuffs. That always works. He says watching. Sorry, Silberman. I'm sorry. Lemon City Live says, what's up, fellas? Safe travels out there. Oh, thank you, Lemon City. We are squeezing it. And the lemon, too. So I don't know what the hell's going on. You see this thing? It's like it turns on and off. It doesn't stay on. I don't know what the hell is going on with this big-ass iPad. Yeah, it's crapolas right now. That's for sure. It is absolute crapolas, dude. Yeah. This is the one that my wife bought me when my heart almost exploded. So for those of you that don't know, about 4 years ago, I had 5 stents placed in my heart because I had 4 of my artery, 2 of my arteries were about 97% clogged or something stupid. And so because of that, obviously I almost had a heart attack, and they put 5 stents, 2 in one, 3 in the other. And I was in the hospital for a couple of procedures. And so I needed something to watch television, and I had the smaller pads. So I told her to get me a big iPad so I can watch movies or shows or sports or whatever. You know what I mean? So that's what I have here. And I've been using it for several years, but I don't know what the hell is going on with it right now. It is just turning on and off and on and off and on and off, and I don't know why. It's weird, and it won't just turn off. Okay. Yes.
No, Miles Deep. He says, do we have any edge for your boy. I'm on my way after work. I wanted to ask him when he was getting off of work. We're not like
we're not gonna be here all day. Yeah, no, we don't live at Tommy Rockers. Okay, we are broadcasting at Tommy Rockers.
It'll feel that way for the next couple days after today.
Yeah. The next 3 days we're gonna be here a lot of hours, man. We're gonna be doing probably. I was thinking about this. It's somewhere in the neighborhood of about 14 or 16 hours of broadcasting. Yeah. So it'll be, it's really nuts. Because it might shorten a little bit if, like, they trade their 2 7th-rounders for a 6th. Then we get out a little earlier. Then we can shorten the broadcast a little bit there. You know what I'm saying? Because we're gonna go we're not going to Mr. Irrelevant. We're going to the Dolphins' final pick, whatever that may be. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta handle it the right way. What else do we have here? Slap that app with the Edge too. That's right. It's Tap That app. Okay, with Liquor Split. Okay, it's all about Liquor Split and Tap That app. All right, and there you go. You see it right there. She's ready to go. Tap the app, Liquor Split, and you can get your favorite liquor delivered to your home, office, all that good stuff. And you can also get Edge. Now, I want to remind you, you don't get the 10% off if you order through a Liquor Split. All right? You have to order through Edge directly and use my code Big O on myedgedrink.com to get the 10% off. Okay? On Liquor Split, you tap the app, you download Liquor Split on iOS and Android, and it's only a $2.99 flat charge. No hidden, charges or anything like that. All right? So there you go. I saw Poupart had a couple of picks there that he was talking about. The center Luke Fortner out of Kentucky also plays guard. He had the running back Pierre Strong out of South Dakota State. Poupart, by the way, is a really good follow for the draft. I want you to know, because some of you may not have followed his career. Some of you have, obviously, throughout the years, and he worked with the Dolphin Digest, and he always was. I think he was the main draft guy, if I'm correct. I'm pretty sure. I'm like 99% sure he was the main draft guy on Dolphin Digest for 20 years. Okay, because he's been on the beat for, I don't know, as long as I have, pretty much. So he did a fantastic job overall, bro. I'm telling you, you look at what's it called, his draft knowledge, and he's a guy that it's not just a Dolphin thing, and he's got great opinions on the Dolphins, whether you agree or disagree. That's sports. Who cares? But he overall does a really, really good job. And when it comes to the draft, he really follows it. You know what I mean? So Poupart is one of those guys you definitely want to follow. And I saw him talking about they're calling again and again and again and again. Do they not know we're on the air? I wonder if they don't know we're on the air. You always wonder, who the hell is that calling at this time? Oh, man. Okay. I got a text. I apologize. Texting the person that was calling, so they know the person that called actually is not necessarily, kind of in tune with that. So I can understand that. All right, let's see. What else do we have going on? At work, so I just logged on again. Did you try the Buffalo Burger there yet? We're here at Tommy Rockers? Is that what are you saying, the Buffalo Burger at Tommy Rockers? Jerry Company? All right. Your pad isn't working because you're near Area 51, Big O. Are we really near? Isn't that in Arizona? right? Area 51 is not in Nevada, right? It's in Arizona. I'm pretty sure, right? Isn't it close to Roswell? Where's it at? Oh, there is one? It's in Vegas? Oh, okay. But is that the Oh, it is in Nevada. Okay. Oh, I always thought it was. Why did I think it was in Arizona? Wow. It's in Nevada. Well, maybe that's it. But okay, so Area 51 is not affecting my other pads. Lincoln County, Nevada. There you go. Is that close to a brothel? Right? Because I mean, maybe they have eight. We've never thought about this. All these people having sex with women in brothels. They're having sex with aliens that are just shapeshifters, and they all are now like women. That's why Lamar Odom had needed all that coke, because he had to keep up with Martians. He didn't realize he was banging Martians. The only person that can survive all these brothels is Captain Kirk, because that guy can sleep with any woman of any color, green, blue, yellow, purple, orange, and no problem. So it's amazing. 83 miles from here? What do you think? We go on Monday? Has Elon fired the Twitter board yet? No, he hasn't taken over yet. You got to give him a couple months to have to approve everything. But eventually he'll be firing and making his changes and all kinds of good stuff, whatever he does. I love the people that are quitting Twitter now or something. Well, I don't understand why are people freaking out that Elon Musk bought Twitter? I saw somebody reported. Okay, first of all, was Deborah Messing and somebody else talking about what's it called, that they are leaving Twitter because of Elon Musk. Okay, and it's first of all, why is that news? Like, why should I give a shit about what Deborah Messing and what social media page she's on? What first of all, why is that news? Why should I care? Why should anybody care? And what the hell is wrong with some of you people that he bought Twitter? Who cares, dude? He can do it. What are you gonna do? That's the power he has. It's the way it is. And if he thinks he can make it better, then we'll find out. And if he makes it worse, it'll go downhill. But you can't overreact on something that you have no idea what he's going to do. Tesla's pretty good. SpaceX is pretty good. It's not like he does things. What does he do shitty? Huh? Trying to buy Twitter? Yeah. I mean, yeah, it worked out, but he is overpaying currently from what it's worth. Although the high was higher than what he bought it at. So, it still could go higher. But it's like normally he does pretty good stuff with most of his companies. So I saw the overreaction, and it's just so silly. You don't even know what the guy's going to do. Maybe he does make Twitter better. Can we wait till he actually does it? And then we'll find out. But like Deborah Messing, and it was like two other women. What's the that woman that seems like she's a pain in the ass, Goop or whatever she has, that website? I think she was the other one that was mentioned. It was like three women there. It's like, I don't care. And it's like, it's sad that reporter had that report that as news. Groom Lake, Nevada. Is that where it's at, I guess? Roswell is in that's right, New Mexico. That's right, not Arizona. New Mexico is Roswell. You are correct. That's where I thought Area 51 was. New Mexico, not Arizona. Thank you. I was wrong either way. It's in Nevada. I thought it was New Mexico. It's great news to see people flip out that Elon bought Twitter because it shows more than likely who doesn't want. Nah, it's not a matter of who doesn't want free speech. It's free speech should be there for everybody. You know what I mean? Now, obviously, we shouldn't have, stupid people shouldn't be allowed to say things because we have a lot of stupid people that believe stupid things that are posted. So that's the problem. It's simple to say free speech, but that's the thing. You say free speech, but then there are people that they say what they want, but they're saying something completely wrong, like the Alex Jones guy. Yet you have thousands of idiots that listen to Alex Jones and believe all this stupidity. I met a guy once. Yeah, no, actually, I've known two people in my lifetime, but I met a guy, pretty young guy. He doesn't believe we landed ever on the moon. He thinks it's a movie. He thinks they're acting. You tell him Amazon, nah, it's an act. You tell him SpaceX, nah, that's not true. So that's the problem with free speech too. You see what I'm saying? There's people that believe a lot of stupid crap, dude. There's a lot of stupid people that say a lot of stupid things and inaccurate things. And then you have a lot of people that end up hook, line, and sinker. So, yeah, it's nice to have free speech. But, some of you that are embracing free speech, you're embracing idiots that don't know what the hell they're talking about and are constantly inaccurate. So, Jason Miller says, looking forward to meeting you tomorrow night. Looking forward to meeting you, sir. Thank you. What else do we have here on the program that we like to talk about? How long have we been on, by the way? I don't even know how long I've been running my mouth here. 50 minutes? No, that's nothing, bro. Did you see Markieff Morris yesterday? We've talked about this, okay? And I'm not the guy that gives Markieff Morris any pass. Zero pass for his injury this year. Zero. Do you know why? Because I follow the NBA. And I've watched Markieff Morris act throughout his career and his brother. And they've had their run-ins and they've had their issues. And those aren't guys that normally handle everything in a professional manner. Yesterday, he got a tech, not even being in the game, by holding a player that was inbounding. Was he inbounding or no? He was playing. He was just trying to, just off the baseline, just to cut.
He just passed the ball. And he was trying to get back into the play.
And Markieff is holding him back, and it's like, really, dude? This is why you're Markieff Morris. You don't get it, bro. This is why when we talk with Ira and these guys, and we talk about this scenario, I've even talked about it with Anthony Chang, and it bothers me that Markieff Morris blames Jokic for his injury. He never looks in the mirror and says, dude, what an idiot I am. I'm the one that instigated it. I took the first dirty shot. What do you expect? I ended up taking a bigger dirty shot, and I paid the price. What the problem that Markieff Morris doesn't understand is that was karma. And instead of saying, I got to stop acting like an idiot, he then blames other people. And you watched that yesterday. You're holding the guy's shirt back. Come on, dude. Use your head, bro. You're in an organization that they don't want to tolerate stuff like that. Get rid of his ass when the season ends. Period. Over. Enough of that crap. We forget that Markieff Morris is on the team with PJ Hurton. Spo needs to figure out how to get Morris into playing ball. Not anymore, indeed. It's too late for that, dude. Road's been made. Indeed, let me explain something to you right now. What you just said is as bad as the Nets trying to bring back Ben Simmons. A guy that's been out all year. Now you're going to put him in the middle of a playoff run? No, dude. No. And he's not in a groove. He's not a great shooter as it is. You know what you use Markieff Morris? Break glass when you have no choice. The fire is growing and you've got to break glass and go use the fire extinguisher and hope for the best. And that's when you use Markieff Morris, because Markieff Morris is neither consistent nor reliable or trustworthy, by the way. He picks up techs without playing in a game, and he knocks himself out for most of the season with a stupid foul. A dirty foul. It wasn't stupid. Well, it ended up being stupid because it cost him the season. Yeah, I couldn't cut Markieff Morris fast enough. So you and I are on completely two different planets when it comes to Markieff Morris. I'm of the school of I don't want a guy like that on the team. He's a liability, one way or the other. His impact does not overcome his baggage. So you and I are in completely different places when it comes to Markieff Morris. Season ends, cut his ass. You got to keep him now because you have no choice. You have the bodies, and if you have a bunch of injuries, then you can go to Markieff and hope for the best. But not reliable, not professional. Let's see what else. We forget that Markieff Morris is on the team. Oh, yeah, I saw that. Big O, any chance we trade Iggy during the draft? Slight. It's one of the few people they could trade. What else? John Rouse says, just got here. Where, Vegas? There you go. Well, we'll be here for about another hour, I would say, at least. Looking great from the West Coast, says DJ Gallagher. Thank you, DJ. Hope Miami doesn't trade San Francisco's first-round pick next year. Think it could end up a top 10. Jonathan, they're not trading any picks from next year. Jerry Company says, okay, sorry, lunch is over. I should have mentioned the Buffalo Burger there at Tommy Rockers. CYA mañana at Tommy Rockers after I leave work. You got it, Jerry. We'll see you. Looking forward to it. Okay, so now we know. Buffalo Burger. You know what I'm having Saturday in the afternoon after I had an In-N-Out yesterday. So yesterday was Tuesday. So I'm going to wait till Saturday to have meat again. Remember, I have gout. I suffer from gout. So I don't want to get a gout attack. And so I got to, I got to stay away from shellfish and beer for a couple of days. I have to have that in my mind now for the next couple of days. I got to stay away from it. But since you said it, I'm going to have it on Saturday. When the draft is over, I'm going to have my Buffalo Burger, because you said it. And I'm going to go and get ready for Kansas. And again, I will mention it one more time. Mention it a couple more times. On Saturday, while everybody's out here, you got to be here, okay? Because I'm not going to track you down in Vegas or anything like that. But if you're here on Saturday in the afternoon, I'm going to pick a listener. Those that want to go, of course, okay? Go with me to the Kansas concert on Saturday night. I've got a pair of tickets, and we get to meet the band, take pictures with the band, all that good stuff. So if you want to join me, you got to be here on Saturday, and I will pick one of our supportive listeners and, of course, one of our family members, because I consider all of you family. Okay? So one lucky family member that wants to go to Kansas. You better be a Kansas fan, bro. Come on. And if you go with me, I'm going to be looking at you every once in a while, see if you're really into it. Just having some fun. It took Isaiah Thomas, Kyrie, and Kemba Walker before the Celtics realized they already had their starting point guard in Marcus Smart. Different kind of player, right? So it's offense and defense, man. You love two-way players. And he's not the most reliable player on offense. But he'll get streaky at times from three-point range, and he can burn you big time, dude. He's a likable player, man. Is Marcus Smart a Miami Heat player or what? Right? I mean, that is the perfect Miami Heat player, Marcus Smart. Definitely. Oh, are you doing any watch parties for the Heat? Yes, we're working on all of that. Yes, we're trying. One day I visited Kansas for a week. Says what do you have there? All right, the announcer on NHL News says Gang Unite, celebrate. Keep the hockey energy kicking. How? What the hell? Now something generously? Wait a minute.
Look at that. It says, fans unite, celebrate, keep the hockey energy kicking. Now imbibe generously, honor the Sharks. If you take the first letter of each word in that, it says F the Knights.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
Who they were playing last night.
That is awesome. Nice. Interesting. Okay. Big O, drink green tea, lower uric acid and blood levels, helps with gout. Really? Okay. Green tea. Is there like a specific green tea I should get or something? Or I don't know. All right. Green tea. I did not know that. Did not know that. Okay. What else do we have here on Le Programme? Oh, DJ Gallagher, thank you for giving us some love there on the Super Chat. Says double play on Venmo and Super Chat to support El Barbaro and Sean Stanley, the champ of the Square Circle. Yes. Yes.
Wow.
Recent research has shown
Super Chat.
makes no sense.
You're getting focused on all the wrong sort of details here. You need to forget about all the normal rules that apply to society.
Wasted no time. Super Chat. I thought it was really, 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 really cool.
You should all be very proud of yourself.
I have no response.
Super Chat.
That was perfect.
That's right, baby. That's the way you do it. I love it. Thank you, my man. I appreciate you. Anyway, if you guys want to get in on the Welt and Realm text line, that's 855-912-1056. That's 855-912-1056. If you want to get in on the Welt and Realm text line, you can also reach out to us on Twitter. That's at Big O Show. Follow us there as always, because you know that's a 24-hour talk show. That Twitter page, that's for damn sure. 24 hours a day. What else do we have here on the show to talk about? Oh, Bruins defeated the Panthers last night. That hurt 4-2. Bob gave up 3 goals, 34 saves last night. The Avalanche, by the way, defeated the Blues 5-3. So now they trail them by 2 points. Both are off tonight. Thursday, Panthers are at the Senators, and Predators are at the Avalanche. So let's see if the boys can. All they need is a win and a loss by them, and 2 points. 2 points. So they're if they win tomorrow, then they pretty much locked it in, because even if they tie, they already own the tiebreaker. So it's over.
I remember George said something about 3 points, but that was before the game yesterday, so that would have been. Now it's going down slowly.
Right, now it's down. Now it's down to 2 points. So all you have to do is win tomorrow, and you win the number 1 spot, because it doesn't matter what happens in the final game. And then you can play all kinds of guys in that final game. Call up, I don't even know how many you can call up, but call up as many AHL guys and come on, dudes. You get to come to the show and perform. So tomorrow, big day, big game for the Panthers. Huge game. So they can try to lock up the President's Cup and get that number 1 slot, man. That would be phenomenal if they can do that. Did you see Taco Charlton go after Jerry Jones? So Taco Charlton, remember we had him here with Miami, but he was a draft pick of the Dallas Cowboys. Remember, Miami took Charles Harris. They took Taco Charlton. And I thought Taco, by the way, would be good against the run, and that Charles probably had the better upside against the, as a pass rusher. And really, it kind of ended up that maybe, I don't know, Taco might have been slightly better. Although Charles Harris has actually played better as of late, the last year in Detroit. But still, it was 2 guys that, obviously did not come through. So Taco Charlton was made fun of by Jerry Jones. They were actually talking about, the draft, and Jerry was kind of talking about how he takes credit for the good picks and he blames Steven for the bad ones, like Taco Charlton. So apparently this is how it goes. Cowboys held a press conference on Tuesday for the upcoming draft. And so Jerry Jones was talking about, making draft picks. And he says he jokes that he takes all the credit for the good picks like Micah Parsons, but he puts the blame on his son for the bad picks. He goes, when making the joke, Jerry took a shot at Taco Charlton, citing him for an example as a bad pick, and that was Steven's responsibility. Those in attendance laughed at Jerry's joke, and the video went on. So Taco Charlton ends up tweeting out Woody Harrelson's, what's it called? GIF, right? I think it's called from the Money Train. And that he's acting like he's crying and he's cleaning his tears with the cash, right? So it's a good comeback by Taco. There's no doubt about that. But it also does say something about Taco, right? And here's the fine line you walk as an athlete. Sure, you made money, dude. It's great that you're Jamarcus Russell and you bamboozled the Raiders for a lot of money. It's fantastic. Good for you, man. But you're actually viewed as a failure. So, and it's interesting, right? Because if you're a successful lawyer and you make money, you're considered a success. If you're a singer, a rapper, if you're a producer and you're making big time money, you're going to be considered a success, right? But if you're an athlete and you're a failure, but you got a lot of money guaranteed, you're not looked at as a success. You're looked at as a failure. You're looked at as a thief. You're looked at as somebody that didn't earn what they got. It's a whole different world, the way they look at an athlete compared to the rest of us. Okay? What's the name of that loser that obviously is making $50 million? The Cash Me Outside girl, the Baba Body or whatever the hell her name is. Her OnlyFans account, she's made $50 million. She has zero talent. But she's a success. Right? You know what I mean? In any walk of life, you're considered a success if you go out there and make money. But if you're an athlete, it doesn't fly like that. So, who? Yeah, I think she does that. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, she's a bad rapper. Yes. Terrible rapper. But anyway, whatever. And so, yeah, it's just one of those deals, dude. And so for Taco, I wouldn't brag that much about that, man. That's not really something. That's not an accomplishment that you committed fraud. Basically, the rest of us go to jail for that, by the way. Now, it's not like, technically it's not really fraud, but you know what I'm saying. You are a fraud. So, hey, Taco, more power to you, brother. Enjoy your money and all that, but I wouldn't brag about that. Ryan Leaf is not looked at as a success as a football player, okay? Somehow or another, he's had 8,000 mistakes because even after his football career, he got arrested several times for all kinds of other things, and he still gets jobs, and he's, still working. Hell, he fills in for Eisen and everything. So, he's still somehow or another been able to rise above all the mistakes he's made. But as a football player, he's not considered a success. Guys like that are considered utter failures. That's the way they're viewed. And they're viewed like, dude, you stole the money. You didn't even earn that money. It makes you look really bad, and to brag about it, to say, hey, I got paid for being a fraud. Because that's what Taco Charlton got paid for, being a fraud. Right? I mean, that's kind of the way it rolls. It's who you are. Ryan Leaf, you're a fraud. And you got paid for being a fraud. Marcus Russell, you got paid for being a fraud. I don't know if you want to rub that in people's faces. Just enjoy your money. Enjoy your family. Keep quiet. You didn't earn it. Nice way of stealing it, because you don't get arrested for it. But you're not a fraud and you're not a thief, but you're kind of treated like one. Mike No Go Zone says, good afternoon, Big O. The Marlins are at 500. I must admit I'm pleasantly surprised. So am I. They've been able to pump up enough offense to get by. It's pretty cool. By the way, smash the like button. Please smash the like button. Neil Rogers is channeling from beyond for a Hank Goldberg spy report. I don't know where Hank is here in Vegas. I don't know where he hangs out. Now, these first couple of days here, obviously I'm not really going to have a lot of freedom, to be quite honest, these next 3 days. What Sean and I are going to do for the next 3 days is going to burn us out after. Like Saturday, when it's done, I'm really looking forward to that Kansas concert so I can unwind. Because obviously you broadcast all day. You just can't go party and go have fun and stuff. You have another show the next day, and it's even longer. Because the Thursday show is not as long as the Friday show. And the Friday show is not as long as the Saturday show. So it just builds. So think of all the hours we're broadcasting, and then think all the hours that he's got to cut up also. It just gets to a ridiculous level. So for the next 3 days, this will be the best time to see us when we're here at Tommy Rockers. Outside of Tommy Rockers, we probably will be at our home, recharging the battery and working still. By the way, and working still. So yeah, it's crazy stuff. Sean, do you like Chinese buffets?
I like
buffets. Yeah, that's it. Buffets.
Just bring me the buffets.
Wait a minute. Not that it exists, not in this country, maybe in that country. Indian food, an Indian buffet, I don't think you would go with that.
I'm keeping everything, come on.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted to push the envelope. You know me, I like to push the envelope here.
Yes.
Just a little bit. The Panthers picked a terrible time to slump. Okay.
Bunch of losers.
Yeah, damn it. Viola Sifu, sell the team already. The hell are you guys doing? Brunette, what kind of an interim coach are you? You're coaching them to the best record in the NHL. How dare you? You suck.
But, you do bring up a point, though. Because you were talking to George Richards.
Oh, well, I am
about
concerned.
The goalie. I mean.
Okay, but the team is awesome.
No, the team is, but.
I am worried about the goalie. I'm not. We're not going into the playoffs with one guy that's a wall.
But does Ekblad help with that if he returns on the defensive end?
He'll help, but there were still moments, even with Ekblad.
I think we get so far ahead that a lot of times
I said we're
It's-
worried about when you reach the playoffs and you reach the elite teams.
Yeah.
They're going to be tight games, and there's going to be moments where you're going to need a guy that is going to shut the other team down. And so I have to tell you, I am concerned about the goalie because they all keep saying the same thing. Oh, the Panthers got two good. They got two good goalies. Yeah, that's not enough. I need one great goalie, not two good goalies. I need one great goalie. And I know what people are going to say. Oh, the Panthers score 87 goals a game. They don't need Beezer. They don't need somebody to be Patrick Waugh, Martin Brodeur. Oh, man. I worry about that in hockey and in the playoffs. You need a dude that can stand on his head and be absolutely phenomenal. Fuller, best example, stealing $10 million. Exactly. Don't brag, dude. Yes. You're a bum. You're a fraud. You're a thief. That's how you're looked at. Let's see. Big O, 46% of the country voted for the biggest con man fraud in the history of America. Let Taco live. At least he has some money to blow till he's broke again. At least he's still, he isn't beating women. Andy, this goes with the territory. Like I told you, it's not a Taco thing. It's whatever. It's Harold Miner. It's whoever you want to talk about over the history of time. Players that were complete frauds and never were close to what you thought they were, don't brag about making the money, dude. That's the problem. The rest of us that work hard and earn our money, and you look at a guy that's walking around with, 30, 40, 50 million in the bank and didn't do anything for it in that league, that's tough. That's a tough pill to swallow. You guys are some tough mofos to be on the air already after that flight. Well, man, I mean, it's all right, bro. We're good, man. You know who's tough? Policemen. They got to take the streets every day. Firemen. They got to walk into a burning building. That's tough. Teachers. They've got to put up with 200 kids every week and teaching them. That's tough. Flying to Vegas and doing a radio show. Maybe tedious. Maybe, little work, but not tough. Not tough. There's so many people in this world that have tough jobs. The president has a tough job. The governor has a tough job. Those people are never going to win, So my job's not that tough. I'm not going to say that, But I appreciate it. Thank you for the love. Big O, if Cole Kelly is available in the 6th or 7th round, should the Dolphins draft him? What do you think? Why not? How about Jim Kelly?
Will it get us out a couple minutes earlier?
How about Jim Kelly? How about Mike Kelly? Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying now. Yeah, take him in the 6, trade the 2 7s, trade up, and then we're done.
Done.
Okay. All right.
Cole Kelly.
I like that.
Ours.
Let's go.
A Dolphin.
I like it. Vegas is a place everyone is treated like kings and queens, no matter how much money you got.
I've been here for 12 hours. I haven't been treated like a king or a queen yet.
Nope. Big O, thank you.
I did get an out-burger, though. So.
Yeah. Well, except here at Tommy Rockers. They are treating us.
I am sorry. Tommy Rockers is treating us very well.
We finally.
Rephrased.
Everything else was wow. It's a mission, but hey, it is what it is. Land Found says, Big O, thank you for representing Miami. I appreciate you. Oh, do you think Vic will be a part of the starting lineup when Jimmy and Lowry come back? No. Starting lineup doesn't need to change, my man. Greetings from Germany, Big O. Oliver Delfs. Thank you, Oliver. Appreciate you. I'm always amazed at where everybody is coming from, man, and listening. It's always awesome. And I always love when you guys put where you're actually listening to the show. It's pretty cool, man. Very nice of you all. By the way, we do something on the show when sports and business collide. we do something called the KSDT Sports Business Report. All right, we're back. Appreciate all of you out there, as always. So, interesting. We have our F1 race coming to Miami. And not only that, but besides the F1 race, the price the price to go to the F1 race is also pretty expensive, all right? Passes, by the way, from SeatGeek, which is like crazy numbers in order to get a pass at for the F1 race. You're going to be paying $1,134, $324. I mean, all kinds of different prices that they'll have. But to kind of fill you in on the average stuff that most of us normal human beings will have to settle for, first of all, the price ranges will be on May 6th, on Friday for the FP1 and the FP2. Tickets are starting at $116. On May 7th, which is Saturday, the FP3 and qualifying, tickets start at $208. And on the 8th, on Sunday and race day, tickets start at $470. Now, the bundle passes combine 2 or all 3 days together, obviously, is going to be a hell of a lot more. For the 7th and 8th together, $754. If you wanted to get the 6th, 7th, and 8th together, $808 to go to the Formula One race. And let me tell you, have you seen the track around the state? It looks freaking cool, dude.
They did a marina.
I know.
That's badass.
Right, it's badass.
Did you see the overhead shot though? People
Yeah.
are making fun of the racetrack, right?
Why?
Because it's the only F1 track that is next to a Walmart.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, dude, it's Walmart. They're
I know.
everywhere.
But it's so funny.
At
'cause
one point or another, you're going to run into one.
they do the overhead shot,
Right.
and it's like boom, and then there's a big white building right to the side. But man, it's going to be cool to have F1 racing.
Oh, God. Are you
I
kidding
mean,
me?
but again, it's not for the
No.
casual
It's for
sports
the rich
fan,
people.
really. Yeah,
No, it's a
yeah.
rich man sport.
Yeah, it's not a. Did you see them?
Rich
they're-
person. Let's also be fair.
They're delivering the NASCAR is coming with haulers,
Yeah.
things like that with the cars. They're bringing in what is it? Now I'm drawing a blank.
What? Like,
The large containers.
oh,
They're
okay.
bringing in
Shipping containers.
shipping containers,
Right.
and dropping them off, and everybody's bringing in their containers, and it's just crazy, man. When you watch them offload,
The money they have
for that, just amazing.
The money they have is nuts, dude. It's absolutely nuts. They got cash of the yin yang there, man. Impressive as hell. All right. That is your KSDTCPA.com business report.
This has been the KSDT Sports Business Report. KSDT CPA is one of South Florida's largest and one of the country's fastest growing accounting firms. KSDT is recognized by Forbes as one of the top tax and accounting firms for 2022. KSDT CPA is a full service firm that also excels in crypto. Visit online at ksdtcpa.com or call 305-670-3370.
There you go. All right. And I see Slomans is on our chat board and chatting with you folks out there, even chatting with the greater good. I like it. How about that? The Slomans account interacting with our amazing listeners. You guys are awesome. Thank you. All the great people at Slomans. And of course, Slomans and I, we're working on trying to get Alarmos to protect Tua so we can have a Super Bowl season because, that's kind of what it's all about. But if we can't get Alarmo to protect Tua, we can get him to protect your home, protect my home, protect Sean's home. We're in 14 states, folks. Call them 1-800-ALARM-ME, and right now we're going to give you a free doorbell camera. The first 40 Big O listeners right now, 1-800-ALARM-ME. And what you're going to love about that doorbell camera is convenience. Isn't that what life is all about? You don't have time to waste. So if there's somebody ringing the doorbell that's selling something, you don't have time to talk to that person. You now can look at your doorbell camera and say, no, this TV show's too good. I'm not going to leave it alone. I'm going to leave that alone. I'm going to enjoy my TV show. It's a beautiful thing. You're driving home. You ordered some Uber Eats. You're timing it so you can get home at the same time you do, but your Uber driver gets there before you do. Doorbell camera says, hey, do me a favor. Leave it right there. I'll be there in a minute. Thank you very much. And always thank your Uber drivers, by the way. And what you're also going to love about Slomin's is that when they come to install it, they have incredible patience. And I tell you that because I'm a big dummy. And they had great patience in teaching me how to use that touchscreen pad, which is super easy. So if a big dummy like me can use it, anybody can. But they will show you really easy to use, folks. 1-800-ALARM-ME. That doorbell camera connects to your smartphone. And, of course, it is connected with our Slomin Shield, and you will get our professional installation. And when you use our low-cost central station monitoring, you're going to get an LED touchscreen pad, a motion detector, 3 arm doors, and a backup battery. It's an amazing deal. That's why I want you to call 1-800-ALARM-ME. We're in 14 states. It's not just Florida. Call them, support the great people that support our program and have been protecting Americans for 100 years. Slomans.com or on Twitter at Slomans, 1-800-ALARM-ME. All right. What do we have here? I am. Let me lose the weight, okay? All right. I've lost about 9 pounds now. Let me lose the weight, and I'm gonna ask the great folks at Slomin's for an Alarmo uniform, and I will do a show in an Alarmo uniform. Okay. I think we're gonna need extra fans that day, right? No, you want them? Oh, you want me to lose more weight? I got you. Okay. Makes sense.
You're in the weight losing mode.
Right. I got you. Okay.
Meanwhile, I'm hitting buffets.
Okay. You hit the buffets. Okay. I got to get slimmed down so I can get into an Alarmo outfit. So we're going to do that. All right. We're going to do that. I promise you. And we'll put it on social media and everything. We'll have some fun with it. Let's see what else. Big O, thanks for taking us with you to Vegas. Well, thank you for coming along for the ride. I appreciate all of you, whether you're downloading the podcast, day, nights, anytime you're listening, and we appreciate you. Thank you so much. We are about to hit 20 million downloads here in the next couple of days. So thank you very much, man. We get the cheerleaders today? No. Tomorrow, the Raiderettes will be here. We'll have some of them on. And tomorrow? Friday. And then Saturday is the Modelo girls? Oh, both the same day? Okay, so the Raiderettes and the Modelo girls. We're going to get them on the show here for you guys. Okay? So they will be here Friday. Not tomorrow, Friday. Okay? Joseph says, what's up, Big O? Nice to have you out west. Well, come on out here to Slomin's and join us, man. So we would love. We would love for you to be out here and join us. Slomin's. What was that? Oh, Tommy Rocker is on the chat board there. Says, glad to have you in Vegas. Glad to be here, Tommy. And Tommy, I have been told here, okay, now that you're watching, Tommy, that the Buffalo, what is it called? The Buffalo hamburger? No, is it? The Buffalo burger apparently is the bomb here at Tommy Rocker's. So Saturday, when we finish the draft, I'm going to have myself a Buffalo burger. Apparently it is the bomb. So I'm dying to try the Buffalo burger here at Tommy Rocker's. I love it. I love it. And maybe we'll get Tommy to rock also, right? He brought out the guitar last time, but he didn't jam that much. So now we got to get him to jam also. Think about this. Larry Schlossberg, who runs Craig Zinn's Acura Pembroke Pines. You know what I haven't done with Larry with you guys in a while is Larry would come on with me and he plug in his guitar into the amp and all that, and he'd start playing tunes and we'd talk because he and I are big music guys. And obviously Tommy's a big music guy. So this is one of the few shows where we have, different folks tied to the program that that can bring on guitars and jam a little bit, man. So hopefully we could get them there. That's it, Slomans. 1-800-ALARM-ME. Get that free doorbell camera right now. That's it. I love it. Vaughn954 just checking in right now. By the way, we should also tell you that we got some action tonight in the NBA. And when we talk about action, well, then we like to talk about our liquor split matchup of the night.
It's time to tap that app. And no one loves to tap that app like the Big O. Here's the liquor split matchup of the night.
Alrighty. When we talk about the liquor split matchup of the night, well, tonight we've got a closeout game for the Milwaukee Bucks. And listen, there's no way that I would pick against the Bucks. Last night, unfortunately, I wasn't picking against the Suns, but I did like the Pelicans last night. I thought that they would keep it close within the points, and unfortunately, our liquor split matchup of the night did not work out last night. The only way it worked out is if you actually tapped that app and you ordered some liquor last night while you were watching the Heat game, then, you were celebrating one way or the other, which, by the way, flat $2.99 fee, nothing extra, no hidden fees, no nothing whatsoever, $2.99, and $1 goes to solving homelessness in Miami. So if you got a business deal, you forgot to order your drinks, or a get-together, or you're just watching a great sporting event, make sure you call the folks at Liquor Split. Tap that app. Go to your iOS or Android. Tap that app, download Liquor Split, and order today. They've got snacks. They've got all kinds of stuff there at liquorsplit.com. Check it out. By the way, our Liquor Split matchup of the night, well, the Bucks are favored by 11. The over and under is 219. The Bulls are plus 450 on the money line, and the Bucks are minus 500. There's no way I'm going to tell you to take, even though I like the Bucks today, there's no way I'm going to tell you to take the money line. But I am going to tell you to drop the 11. I think the Bulls at this point are they're done. This is a game in Milwaukee. They don't want to go back to Chicago. Okay. Last time I checked, didn't the Celtics already advanced? And they're waiting, right? So Milwaukee knows they don't want to extend this and put more people at risk because they already lost Chris Middleton. And I know that they're without Chris Middleton, but their defensive disposition gives me the confidence. And Chicago has just been bad for, 2 months now, month and a half or something. It hasn't been good for Chicago. I just think they've kind of mailed it in. And I think they know they're not going anywhere. So I'm gonna go out on the edge here, and I'm gonna go out on the edge where you can get also, of course, at Liquor Split the Edge energy drink. And I'm gonna lay the 11 here in this game with the Bucks against the Bulls.
And I don't watch the Bulls enough, but Zach LaVine also entered protocol, so I don't know if that's a big hit to them at all or not.
Oh no, that's a huge hit.
I don't follow the Bulls, so I'm not going to say
no, that's a huge hit.
He did enter protocols as well.
Yeah. I just think, and they're demoralized at this point. The Bulls, I think they know what they are already, and it all started off really well for them this season, and it's 82 games. Different ball game, ladies and gentlemen, when you want to play in the pros and you want to try to survive the entire time. That is our Liquor Split matchup of the night.
The matchup of the night is brought to you by Liquor Split, Miami's own online liquor store. Liquor Split. Download and tap that app and get your favorite liquor delivered to you for just $2.99. No risk, no drinking and driving. Tap that app with Liquor Split.
There we go. By the way, those of you that were telling me, oh, man, you were telling me, oh, man, you're impressive that you're doing the show. And I'm saying not impressive, but I do want to say this. I got to thank Nature B. Because taking it every day, giving me that energy, I'm able to do something like this and do the rest of the weekend And energy is something that we all lack because we don't necessarily eat right. And Nature Bee brings some balance and nutrition to your body. Better digestion, 27 vitamins and amino acids, 28 minerals and antioxidants. I tell you all the time that it boosts your immune system. And that's one of the things that I love about Nature Bee. And I tell you all the time, look at it right there, the code Big O, and you will get free shipping on your plant pollen. So make sure you get it. Not just plant pollen. I told you that I would bring it to Vegas with me. Also the lip balm, the Nature Bee lip balm, which is really, really good. And by the way, I want to remind you, it's all natural. The plant pollen is all natural from clean green New Zealand. Okay, not in chemicals, none of that stuff. No dude in a lab coat creating it. No. Mother Nature created it, and there's nothing like Mother Nature. And that's why it brings so many great qualities to you and your family. So try it. It's great for the kids. It's great for the adults. All you got to do is go to naturebee.com and use my code Big O, and you will get free shipping. By the way, check out the soaps too. They smell great. They remind me a lot when I was a kid growing up. This is a Hispanic thing, I think. But you know the Spanish woman that's dancing, that soap? And old ladies, Cuban old ladies, I got to say Cuban because I don't know if Puerto Rican or Dominican or American or African American, Jamaican, whatever, I don't know, whoever, okay, any kind of color, nationality, I don't know if they did this, but Cuban old women used to get those soaps and place them inside their drawers because it always gave this smell, and that soap reminds me of that smell. Such an awesome smell. Love it. Anyway, but check out all their products there too. My wife, by the way, swears by the wrinkle cream. She loves it. It's up to you guys. Check it out. naturebee.com. I swear by that plant pollen. It will make a difference in your life. naturebee.com. Thank you all out there, as always, for supporting us like you do. What else do we have here to talk about on Le Programme? Oh, did you see the latest Ben Simmons stuff? Apparently, they say he faked the injury because he had another mental block. Yeah. What? That's one of the reports that's out there.
I had read somewhere that he was saying because he was having the mental
Block.
issue, the mental block, that's what is causing his back injury.
Yeah, but they think
So
he faked the injury because of the mental block is what they're really thinking is what it is. It's like Bill Clinton telling you I didn't inhale. It's like, really, dude? So you grabbed the joint, you toked on it, but you didn't inhale it. Like, how stupid are we? You know what I mean? And people do this all the time to us. And they tell us things and they think we're stupid. That's all it is. They just think we're stupid. And we're going to believe any garbage that they throw at us. And that's kind of what it is. It's the same thing. And so now the talk, that's why I think there's some serious trepidation now going on. Like I told you yesterday, they're not a bright organization. Okay, that's not a very bright organization when you were trying to count on Ben Simmons in the most important part of your season. The guy that doesn't want to shoot free throws, but you're going to thrust them into a playoff situation against the Celtics, who play nasty defense. These are just things that lack common sense. But it happens all the freaking time. So now they're trying to figure out what the hell. And this kid, he's got 2 more years, man. $80 million more they've got to pay that kid. That's disgusting. By the way, let's bring it full circle. I hope Ben Simmons doesn't brag about the money he made because, again, bum, fraud, choker, soft. That's what he's going to be viewed at. Wow. That's ugly stuff, man. Ugly stuff. And Slomans will thank you for thanking me. I don't got to thank me. I got to thank them. They are fantastic and great supporters of our program. And that's why, hey, you guys want our program to grow, support the people that support us. And Slomans is it's definitely one of the great, great companies and great family too, man. You know, Jason and Zach, telling you, man, Jordan, all these guys out there, just absolute fantastic family. What they did to us a couple months ago when we went to New York and how they rolled out the red carpet, the class that they showed that's not seen in today's world much. So that's not something that's normal. They are amazing, amazing people at that company. Big O, are you concerned at all whether or not Coach Mike McDaniel will be able to keep everybody focused and on the same page while going through the growing pains, teaching new offense, etc.? Even though Mike McDaniel seems to be more of one of those guys rather than the boss, hopefully he'll keep everyone's respect in the locker room, even if we lose a few games and things aren't as good. Mark, don't complicate it, my brother. You don't have to complicate it. Mike McDaniel has to do the same thing the CEO for Slomans does, the CEO of Tommy Rockers, the CEO of MGM, the CEO of any business. He has to do the same thing. He has to create an environment where the employees feel like they're winners and they want to be a part of it. And so in the end, Mike McDaniel has to out-scheme the opponent, has to teach the guys how to win, and then they will buy into everything. And losing a few games, like you said, is only the thing that ignites those listeners. I'm sorry, those employees and say, are we on the right track here? The players, are we on the right track here? The rest of the firm, are we on the right track here? And that's what it is. Oh, you took a terrible case, set us back, it hurt our reputation. Are we on the right track here? So what Mike McDaniel has to do is no different than anyone else who leads an organization, a corporation, a crypto company, a hotel, a restaurant. You know what I mean? Your employees, your players, your partners, whatever, they're going to feel good about what they're a part of when they see that they're all succeeding, that what they're doing is the right thing. That's what sells. That's what's going to sell Mike McDaniel. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. And, you know, Sean and I, and obviously Sean gets to see it a lot more nowadays. I've been watching it for decades now. I've been able to go into businesses and easily you find out what somebody is all about in a business and the vibe and all of those kind of things. You know what I'm saying? So it's no different from Mike McDaniel than anyone else that runs a corporation or organization. It's up to them now to create the kind of vibe that wants, you know, we hear about companies that mistreat people all the time. Like Amazon has a terrible reputation with its employees, right? So it only feels like one person is succeeding and not everybody else. And now you see how they're trying to unionize Amazon and all that kind of stuff. And that's because you have problems. So Mike McDaniel just has to prove to them he can teach them how to win. Once he does that, guys are meeting their incentives. They're winning games. They're going to the playoffs. They're succeeding. They love you, dude. You could be the most boring coach. You could be the most colorful coach. Doesn't matter. Tony Dungy and Tom Flores were cigar store mannequins. And Jimmy Johnson and John Madden were maniacs on the sidelines. No right way to do it. The results are the only thing that sells. And that's what Mike McDaniel has to sell. Results. Only way. Only way he survives, like any coach. Jafrad says, glad you made it to Las Vegas safe. Have fun, bro, and fins up. By the way, I'm going to see Saga live on the 13th in Puerto Rico. Wow. Didn't even know they were still touring. the bastards are going to Puerto Rico and they're not coming to South Florida? Because I would go see Saga. Oh, I definitely would go see Saga. That would be pretty cool. Dream Snoozy says, just saw you on my recommended. What's up? Dream Snoozy, you're what's up, baby. Joining the family here. Thank you. Big O, any gambling? Not yet, but I am going to go bet the Dolphins over 8.5. You can bet your ass on that. There's no doubt. The Dolphins have the edge to get over 8.5. I believe that. So I'm going Dolphins over 8.5. That's for sure. Money in the bank. Where are you staying at, Big O? I'll be at the Luxor. Well, I am at an Airbnb. Okay. So I did not choose hotel. I chose Airbnb. And by the way, pretty nice, huh? Isn't it awesome?
Very nice.
I mean, we got 2 bedrooms, 2 baths. We got a nice driveway,
backyard,
patio back there. It's badass. Full kitchen. Obviously, it's a house.
You know I'm going down the slide.
I'll film that if you do that.
I'm hitting the slide. I'm gonna do it.
Because they got some playground stuff in the back just in case somebody that stays there has kids. Nice living room. It's just I didn't want to stay on the craziness of the Strip. One, it was super expensive. By the way, it was way cheaper to get an Airbnb than a hotel. Way cheaper, and I got way more of room space.
And away from the craziness to where we can get work done.
Yeah. It's better. It's better. So
I got
Airbnb.
One question.
We'll be broadcasting from there many times over the next week. Okay.
Anybody that's Vegas, maybe not the Strip. I want to ask him about the Walgreens thing.
Oh yeah, because we got out of the Strip. The Airbnb's away from the Strip. Once you get away from the Strip, dude, everything closes early. By the way, we learned
closed.
that
CVS
Walgreens,
closed.
CVS. I needed to go to get a
Walmart
shaver.
Closed.
Yeah, Walmart was closed, bro. Walmart was closed. We're only 10 minutes from the Strip, dude. 10 minutes. We're not far from the Strip. We're 10 minutes from Fremont Street. Okay? From Old Vegas. And my Lord, 10 minutes away, everything's closed at night. Very few things were open. Crazy. Yeah.
Dottie's Casino, right? Dottie's Casino?
Yeah, Dottie's Casino was open. Yeah. It's like a little casino. And there were like 20 people in there gambling in the middle of the night. It's awesome. It's funny. Yeah. Anybody knows Vegas and knows Dottie's Casino? Oh, I know where Big O is staying, right? In what area he's staying. Now you know. Big O, what's the payout on the over 8.5 games won? I'll tell you tomorrow after I have the ticket. Because I'm going to bet it tonight somewhere. I'll go to, one of the hotels tonight. Now that I get a little time off now. You know what I'm saying? Big O, any odds if they make the playoffs or conference? I don't know. I haven't been there yet, my man. I have to go let me get to the sports book. I'll even take some pictures of it and post it on my Twitter page. If you guys aren't following us on Twitter, do it at Big O Show. And by the way, our draft shows Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. The amount of guests we have, national insiders, local insiders, obviously all of our Dolphin insiders. Ian Rappaport will join us on Saturday. What's it called? My man Wilson will join us from Houston. Aaron Wilson. We've got all kinds of guys joining us, providing insight here on the show. So you are going to absolutely love it. And for those of you that were wondering, because people were asking me, hey, where's Omar? Where's Poupar? Where's all of our insiders were pushed to the 3 days of the draft. So you'll get Omar twice during those 3 days, and you'll get Poupar twice during those 3 days, and Cameron Wolf twice during those 3 days, and Marcel Louis-Jacques twice during the 3 days, and Joe Shad twice during those 3 days. All of that. Ian Rappaport, all of that. Because there's going to be storylines that are going to be weaving in and out of those 3 days. As you know, it's the draft. Things will happen, trades, all kinds of stuff. Chris Greer's a mover and a shaker, man. He can make moves. We'll be there covering it. Maybe we will have breaking news for you in the next couple of days. You just never know. I mean, not that we ever tell you anything ahead of time on this show. Never, right? I mean, we never tell you about things like Flores getting fired. We would never do stuff like that. We would never tell you that Flores never wanted Tua before anybody in the world. Never. We would never do those things. Boss B says, my grandparents always drove to Las Vegas once a year until they could no longer drive. I believe they stayed at the Golden Nugget. Well, that's a classic. That's a good one. Man, I really need my wife's honey and lime. I'm going to need it this run. And by the way, I didn't really even take a break while we've been doing this whole thing. All right. What else do we have here? Yep. 2 straight hours? Well, there you go. We rocked it out with you guys. We gave you 2 straight hours of talk. No commercial breaks, right? I just did 2 straight hours of talk without a commercial break. Yeah. That's the way we roll. All right. We told you we'd do an abbreviated show today, and we will be back tomorrow, 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock here in the Pacific time to cover the NFL draft. On Friday, we'll be here starting off 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, of course. And then on Saturday, 9 a.m. here, noon Eastern. So it depends where you live. You can adjust, and we will have the show of all shows. Tomorrow we'll be on around 11:30 in the morning. We'll be on for a short time. We'll have Inside the Paint, the Sloman's Inside the Paint. We'll actually be doing it from our home where we're staying, our Airbnb. You're going to set it up so we can do it in the patio, right? I think we could do that.
That is the plan right now, yes.
Yeah, I'm going to do it from a patio. All right, kicking back, chilling out. All right, that's what we're going to do. Sipping on some Edge, relaxing, maybe a few gummies. I don't know. You never know. Things could happen. Nice. I'm joking. Just having some fun. Congrats on the road show. Oh, love it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And by the way, we'll be back here in Vegas in July for the Vegas Summer League from the 7th through the 14th. Well, actually, we'll get here probably on the 5th. The 6th, we'll have a test run show, and then the 7th, we'll broadcast Summer League style. So we'll do all of that. I don't know where we're going to broadcast from yet, because I don't know if I can, talk to the NBA and be somewhere closer to where the action is and all that kind of stuff. So we will, and who knows, maybe that also alters how we broadcast the times. This is all, kind of new territory for us going to the Vegas Summer League. Yes.
Gary Hadida, go ahead and rewind about 3 minutes ago.
What happened?
And you can hear all about it. Where is Omar Kelly and your guest speakers?
Oh, okay.
Yesterday you didn't have them either. Or this week.
Yeah.
Super disappointed.
Yeah. Well, you listen to the show. The problem is, Gary, you probably only watch the show when the insiders are on, and that's all you watch. You got to watch the rest of the show, and we tell you exactly what's going on. You're disappointed for no reason at all. You're disappointed because you're just frustrating your damn self. If you listen to the show, you would actually know what the hell is going on. I can always tell the people that really don't listen to the show constantly, because then they'll ask me that, because, over many hours, I repeated many times what we were doing. You know what I'm saying? So rewind. That's the beautiful thing, and you'll find out everything that is going on. Listen to the show, not just one interview. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Have fun. Okay? All right. What are we going to do that has to stay here? Probably not, yeah. Well, I mean, maybe we don't want to show them how much we're eating. No, we should? Okay. We will. We'll show you.
I'm not hiding nothing. I showed the In-N-Out last night. We'll go.
You did?
Tonight might be a little bit. Got a lot of work getting ready for the draft coverage tomorrow, so tonight might be a little boring. But once we get rolling, and especially after the draft is over, it's a free for all.
Yeah, I'm with you there. It'll be a Ted Nugent. It'll be a free for all. All right, we thank, of course, Tommy Rockers, all the great people out here, as always, making it nice and easy for us to broadcast out here, man. You guys are absolutely phenomenal. Thank you all. We, of course, thank the man, the myth, the legend that is Sean Stanley, mastering this program every single day. And who was it? Was it Chris, right? Who else helped us out? Mike and Chris, right? No? Who was the other guy? Kyle, right? Was it Kyle? Oh, Mike. Okay. No, but wait, wasn't there a Kyle here too? Is it Mike and it's two Mikes? Okay, so Mike and Kyle. Okay, all right. So Mike and Kyle. So I want to thank Mike and Kyle because those dudes came over and they, we had that whole internet thing and they fixed the internet thing and knocked it out, dude. And obviously we're set now for the whole weekend. So Mike and Kyle, thank you very, very much for coming through and knocking it out, man. That was absolutely awesome. You know how it is. I suck with names. I have to see you several times for me to remember the name. It's just the way it is. All right, we will see you all tomorrow morning for a really short show. We'll have the hour-long show of Inside the Paint with Ira Winderman and Clay Ferraro like normal. And then I'll do probably another hour or something like that. Not much, because obviously we have like 5 hours to do at night. Or 4.5 or something, whatever. Anyway, we will see you tomorrow. Same time, same place, same bat channel. Have a great one. Much love out there. Don't forget to catch up to the podcast. And hit that like button on the podcast, YouTube, you name it. Appreciate it all out there. Thank you.
Oh, great. You have a doorbell camera. Now you have a front row seat to your house getting robbed.
They're breaking into my house!
Ooh, there goes the TV. I'm sure it'll turn up at the pawn shop.
No, not the TV!
Just because you can see them, that doesn't mean you can stop them.
With Slogans, you get 24-hour monitoring, a free home security system, and professional installation.
Plus, free doorbell camera, one that'll actually work for you.
Get out of my house! Get out of the house!
Call 1-800-ALARM-ME.